Hello and welcome to the Fat Gent. So we only have 3 more sleeps until Christmas, and there's a long tradition in our house of getting a hamper from Fortnum Masons. I remember from being no age really, my dad coming home with the Fortnum's hamper, and he went into the kitchen and all of us diving in. You're diving through the straw and having a look to see what weird and wonderful stuff it contained. Because back then, in the 80s and 90s, Belfast was so different from what it is now. You just didn't have access to even the most basic of things which you would have seen in the Hampers. So you always look forward to it every year, and it started Christmas for you, and I've carried on the tradition now with my household, and we bring home a hamper a couple of days before Christmas. But what I've been finding was the standard hampers from the Fortnums catalogue, while they're fantastic, I'm not interested in getting the meat hampers where you've got your turkeys and your hams and your beef wellingtons or salmon en croûte, because obviously we'll get those local. That's okay. That's sorted. We've access to some of the best meat products in the world here in Northern Ireland, and in fact, some of Fortnum's products are coming from Northern Ireland to Fortnum's to come back to us. So we bypass that. The hampers in general, they're fantastic. You get everything in them, but they seem to, for some reason, always throw in 2 or 3 tins of loose leaf tea, which we don't drink. A couple of things of coffee, which in general isn't used. I use the wee Elay or Nespresso pods. You'd also get other various condiments which maybe aren't used either. So I've started now putting together just my own hamper from Fortnum's website. You've got a customise or build your own hamper option. So we put in the treats, the wee luxuries, the things which you can look forward to arriving. The Fortnum's hamper has arrived. Everything is in it that's meant to be in it. So let's have a look and see what I've ordered. I thought rather than you watch me dig through the hay, there's a lot of it and it's quite messy, I've got the stuff taken out, and we'll go through it one item at a time. Start off with the most simple of things. Marmalade. And it's a very basic orange and clementine marmalade, but it's very, very nice. It's really nice. Over the Christmas season, this will be devoured on toast. It's fantastic. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Next, for the Boxing Day treats, we have cranberry and apricot chutney. Again, just a wonderful seasonal chutney. Will go well with the cooked meats. We have the traditional Piccadilly. They call it Piccadilly, and it's probably the nicest Piccadilly you'll taste. It's wonderful. Very, very punchy. It's a really good Piccadilly. If you've never tried it, this is the one to try. Rum butter. I thought I'd give the rum butter a go this year instead of the brandy butter for the mince pies and Christmas pudding. Just a wee change. You have to excuse some of the items are dusty because the hay is so dusty. And the last of this sort of condiment thing is one of their pantry jars of cranberry sauce. Fortnum's offer standard size jars or pantry jars. So the like of cranberry sauce, you'll be going through an awful lot of it. So we thought the pantry jar was in order. Again, Christmas Day, this will go down an absolute treat. A wee thing of Expedition sweets. They're a boiled sweet tropical fruit flavour. Have some goose foie gras. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, to pair with this, I didn't get it from Fortnum's, it's from Marks and Spencer's, but I thought I'd show you it. A nice dessert wine. There's a couple of different dessert wines you can try with it. Sauternes. Again, can't go wrong with that. And it just ties up with the savoury aspect of the foie gras absolutely perfectly. It's a fantastic combination. It's a really, really good combination. Definitely worth trying. We have the Marc de Champagne chocolates, the champagne truffles. What I'll do, I'll open these and get photographs so you can see them in their true light. These are really, really wonderful truffles. Probably the finest truffle out there. You'll go far. You'll go a long way to find better than the Marc de Champagne truffle from Fortnum's. They're excellent. And to go along with those, we've got a wee box of assorted truffles. Just your standard assorted truffles. We've got London Gin and Lime, Key Royale, Bellini, Mocha, Espresso, Strawberry, and London Gin and Orange. They're wonderful. I'm looking forward to trying the Bellini. I think it'll be nice. Next item, I know it's tacky, but these are so delicious. I love marzipan. One of my first memories with marzipan, my father bought me a head. It was a Miss Piggy head from the Muppets, and was made entirely out of marzipan. The thing it was that size. It was the size of my head, and it was purely, entirely out of marzipan. My dad he had a metallic pink Rolls Royce at the time, and I kept this Miss Piggy marzipan head in the glove compartment. Now, whenever you opened up the glove compartment of the Rolls Royce, it almost turned into a small table. And I used to love getting out for a drive with my dad, no matter where I was going, out for petrol, out anywhere, into the car. And I got out the Miss Piggy head and just said, "Had a wee chunk. You can only eat so much of it. It's marzipan. It's rich, but it lasts forever. It lasts for ages." And that was one of my first memories of marzipan. Was this giant Miss Piggy head, and fantastic. Since then, at Christmas time, I always like to get a wee box of the marzipan fruits. Again, from Fortnums. They're wonderful. Worth trying. Wee bit of Christmas cake. Cranberry and cognac fruit cake. Now you can see all the size of this. It's tiny. It's probably about 2.5 inches. About 2.5 inches. This nearly weighs 1/4 kilogram. It's that dense. It's that rich. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. See, with an espresso, this is going to be wonderful. Prune d'Argent. Now, again, as you know, I don't do any research coming into these things. It's just from what I know. Argent is a region in the south of France which is world renowned for their prunes. They're fantastically good quality prunes. So what to do here, what Fortnums do here, is they get some of the finest prunes you can get in the world, and they stuff them with the prune puree, just to enrich the pruniness of them. They're amazing. They're fantastic. Nice glass of wine. They were maybe too sweet for the sauternes. They'll probably pair with what I'm going to show you here in a second. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is a real treat. It's a real luxury. It's a proper wee luxury. It's Fortnums. Take the lid off. Hand dipped dark chocolate Chirot. Now, pardon my pronunciation. I've butchered that. Chirot is a cherry. It's a Morello cherry. And these are grown in Kent. These cherries are grown in Kent. This is a very long thing Fortnum's been doing back to the 1920s. They get these Kent cherries, the Chirot. They soak them in French brandy for anything over 3 years, for 3 years minimum. They're then coated with a bit of fondant and dipped in chocolate. It's a chocolate cherry. We're all familiar with them. But these are so much more. They're such a luxury. They're so expensive for what they are. It's frightening. But it's once a year. It's Christmas time. What are we going to do? Again, if you've never tried them, try them. Hand dipped dark chocolate Chirot. They're amazing. They're fantastic. Mince pies. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a mince pie. And I've eaten my fair share of 3 mince pies in a day. And the best selection I've come up with is the mince pie medley from Fortnums. Now, you know that I've had issues with Fortnums in the past, and I have had issues. Delivery-wise, they're shocking. This has all arrived in good. But what I've never had an issue with is the quality of the Fortnums products. Their food is the finest selection of food in the world. The quality is amazing. The time that they must put into sourcing and reinventing traditional things is incredible. Hats off to Fortnums. They know what they're at. whenever it comes to producing the food. And they just sometimes mess up with delivering it. So the mince pies, it's a big bumper box, the mince pie medley. In it we've got traditional mince pies, almond mince pies, and St Clement mince pies. The almond mince pies are amazing. They've got a crunchier top on them. You've got that head of the almond running through it, like an amaretto sort of thing. And to pair with these, I thought I would get myself a nice wee sherry. So with Pedro Jimenez, again I've butchered that, is a 20-year-old VOS, very old sherry. From this I'm sort of expecting rich fruits, Christmas pudding fruits, figs and raisins and really a really deep festive flavour. So I think with the mince pies they will go exceptionally well. In fact, I'm going to open this here and just see what it's like. Right, so we'll give this a go. I didn't have a sherry glass, but I thought for this tasting one of these nice Rydell burgundy glass, I think it is, would do the job. This type of sherry is best served chilled. It's at a chilled temperature. Wow. Wow, look how dark that is. Whenever that first came out, I thought, for a second I thought it had gone off. It hasn't. It's so rich, it's so viscous, and it's reading the description there, it says mahogany. It is deepest mahogany with wonderful aromas of raisins, prunes and figs. This outstandingly rich, viscous Pedro Jimenez can be enjoyed with blue cheese or chocolate puddings. It's also delicious poured over vanilla ice cream. That is insane. But the first thing you're getting is figs. That's very, very unique. Very unique. I'm going to try it with the mince pie. Yes, the sherry and mince pie, just a traditional mince pie, was amazing. Fantastic combination. I've tried some of the other bits and pieces. This is one of the Prune, the Argent Prune. And it's stuffed with a pureed prune. It's almost like a prune pate inside the prune. They're unbelievable. They're fantastic things. The chocolate cherry, I had one of those. Out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. I'd recommend anybody to go and try those. Now, obviously this video is too late if you're going out to buy stuff for Christmas. I didn't want it to be a look what I'm buying, you should buy the same type of video. I'm not really about that. I just show you what I do, what I'm getting. But I would recommend, if anybody's going to be in Fortnum and Masons over the holiday time, the shelves are going to be full of these wonderful festive things. And I would strongly recommend anybody pick up something, whatever. If you like prunes, try the prunes. What I didn't get this year is any glacé fruit. The wee glacé, I think the mandarins who do, are fantastic. The glacé fruit selection's amazing. Try the prunes. If you like the chocolate cherries, they're really worth trying. It's expensive, but worth trying. Champagne truffles, great value for money. And as I said, I think probably the nicest truffles you can get. I hope everybody has a really good Christmas time and enjoys themselves. Every year, whenever you were younger, at Christmas time you always thought, right, what are we going to get, what do I want. And it was always about what presents will you have. But whenever you get older, as you know, it's not about presents, it's about who you've got. And that's a really important thing, is who you've got. And these wee things are silly things, they're bits of food, but they'll help to bring people together a bit. They'll go into the middle of the table and the family be around trying things. I'm saying family, extended family, maybe things I haven't tried before. and it just brings people together that bit more. Trying something different, you know, like sharing one of these. It's nice. I like that. Uh, so I hope everybody has a nice Christmas and enjoys themselves. I don't know if we'll do any videos this side of Christmas. I don't know. But thank you very much for watching and happy Christmas.